Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with today's load prompt and today's sketch created by Susanna Lee for 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And the sketch today is this panel. I'm thinking it looks like about 5 inches by 7 inches. And you've got some little mats going down. There's a strip on the side. I'm going to stick with the sketch pretty closely. And just to let you know, I'm recording this at 1 in the morning. And I stayed up watching the Astros squander a 5-0 lead and lose to the Phillies in the 10th inning. And I'm kind of wired up. Before that, I was at Barrett's football game, and there was a not so great event that occurred there too. They won, but there was a bad call by a ref that resulted in a situation that's going to have to be appealed. But anyway, I after the game, I kind of, and actually during part of it, during breaks, during commercials, I started assembling these pieces. So I'm just going to start putting them together. I've taken a branding strip from a 49 and Market. I think it's Art Options Elena is this piece that I'm using both sides of there. Let me pull over my, that's from, most of this stuff is from the Mind the Scrap kit. And so let me see what this, it's this paper on one side and then this paper on the other side. And I'm going to use both sides as it goes down the page. So anyway, this was the branding strip from that. This paper is also 49 and Market. Or no, it's Simple Stories, but it also designed by Katie Petit, which Art Options Elena is. But it's Simple Stories, Simple Vintage, October 31st, I believe. And I used the orange side on maybe the last layout that I did. So what I've got, I've kind of put things together here. I've got these pieces that are going to kind of get assembled. I'm going to do the bottom one and the top one. I'm going to assemble them kind of coming down the page. I sized them so there's enough space in between for you to be able to see that strip. That was kind of a guideline there. And then this one goes over this way. Let me kind of dry fit these in there. And I don't really, I kind of picked some flowers, all of this again from the Mind the Scrap kit. And the, and this goes back a little more that way, and this comes out. And then this goes about like that. And then the photo's on this side. And I'm gonna do the flower kind of like that. And I might do the word times across the flower, and then I'll do the good up here. That's kind of my thought. So that one's glued down. Let's glue, the spacing looks approximately okay here. Got that right there. And this goes in kind of like so. And then this will go back to the point of being like that. Now this is not straight, and I hate to stress Sally out by putting something crooked. She's got me like self-conscious now because I'm reasonably certain that nearly everything I have ever done has had a kind of crooked aspect to it. And I don't necessarily see that changing. Let's see, I'm gonna get some foam to put behind these. I cut these 2x3 because I thought my photos were going to be 2x3. And I waited until the load prompt came out at midnight and decided on my photos then. The prompt is about something in your life that you've wanted to create an image for, where you wanted to be considered, you wanted to take an active role in how you were considered about something. Let's put this one's there. I'm gonna extend it out a little bit. And I always wanted to be known as the cool grandma. So early on, I got the kids kind of hooked on Beatles music. And you may be having an argument with yourself right now about whether that constitutes, anything to do with cool, but I thought it was. And I think I've told the story before about how the kids stood up on chairs and sang Help and The Night Before at my retirement dinner in 2008. And in 2008, Barrett was 4, Katie was 6, and Allie was 6. Ava was a couple months old. Let's see, this one goes over here this way. Okay, so we've got those. And so Barrett kind of began really liking the Beatles clothes. So he kind of started dressing a lot like them. And his stepmom at the time got him a Beatles jacket. It was just like a sport coat at a thrift shop. And he wore it everywhere. Well, he was just a Beatles fanatic, and this was his 6th birthday in 2010. And what he got was a framed photo of the Beatles. And he was so thrilled, and you can see by Katie's expression when she began to see what it was, she was, kind of in awe and maybe just a tad jealous. But so the prompt was about something. So the story is that I wanted to be the cool grandma, so I got the kids hooked on the Beatles. The technique prompt was to scrap some way that you decorate your home. Well, we were decorating Barrett's room with this framed photo of the Beatles. So I'm thinking it counts for both the story and technique prompt. So let's say I did that way, and this way, and then the word good across there. This just goes here, along with maybe a flare or something. So let me kind of prop this up, and I've got some small embellishments over here to add to the, including flare, to add to the open ends of things. So we'll see how all of that turns out. I'm going to do this like that, and then let's see what we can do. We'll do this, maybe there. And I'm going to do this. Let me curl these guys. I'll have another video that will go live at 3 in the afternoon, and I kind of wanted some space. It's for Simple Stories Saturday, and wanted to have some space between them, because today my load and 30 days page came out at almost the exact time that my Pink Fresh Friday page came, and Mixed Media Mayhem page came out, and that was, it took 7 hours for that video to, oops, I peeled off the wrong one. I need the word times on here. I've got my ladybug and my bee. This little boy right here is Lyndon, who is Katie and Barrett's half-brother on their mom's side. Like Ava is their half-sister on their dad's side. Okay, I'm going to need a little bit there. Okay, that will stay down. I may need a tad of liquid glue right there to kind of hold it onto that photo. That's not going to work, but when it gets, it'll probably stay tacky enough that when it goes in the album, it'll be fine. Okay, let's see. I've got this partly there, and I haven't filled that out. Let me get this one raised up enough to give a little more lift, and I'll kind of curl it up a bit. Just there. And then this has quite a few little backings. I think, since I found these photos, it makes me want to ask Barrett whatever became of that framed photo of the Beatles. Okay, I need another one over here. I really like, this is not my color at all, this blue this gray blue, but I like it as a neutral. It's almost got a chalkboard look to it, and I can't believe how much I like it on this page. And it goes so well with the print shop colors. Like this leaf is a print shop Vicky Bouton product, and it just looks like it came with that paper. I like the kind of mixed media look there. I'm going to put this closer over here just because I have not put in any of the others that way. So I'm going to raise that up enough that I should be able to squeeze this flare in there, and I'll fill that out later. I've got a flare to go here too, and I'll kind of put that over here so that leaf gets lifted up. And then this one, that's just not staying down, is it? I may just kind of slide it in right there. And then that'll give me some building blocks for some other things. These little buttons, the wood the buttons, kind of they're adhesive brads almost. These came with this, in the Mind the Scrap kit, with this parasol set of embellishments that had these epoxy pieces and these ribbons and my puff balls, as I call them. So I've got right here, this is a bee, and so I'm gonna kind of put that, and it's got that wonderful blue. Why don't I just put it right here? And maybe I'll add a tiny little pinkish heart. And then I may pull one of those epoxy buttons. There we go. Okay, and I have this right here that's a really nice kind of pinkish background with a black heart. And I think I'm going to just, I really like it maybe. I would have liked it there, kind of covering up that piece of the lamp, but I'm okay. And up here, I may do this blue one just because it doesn't, well, you know what? I'm going to do the pink. And I'm going to do this navy blue heart. The hearts are from Bramble Fox. They did not come in the kit. And neither did the flares. And this flare is a pink glittery, shiny, shimmery, pink shimmer. Okay, and I've got a bee here. That I'm going to put on the photo. And then I've got this ladybug that I'll put on the photo here for Katie. And then once I get the things I have to get on there, do that. And this little heart, this already has that heart. So maybe I will pair this one up with this one. Let me see if I can double it up like that. It's gonna need to lie flat, I think. There's too much space to bridge. And I put too much glue. I thought it was gonna be covered up. So I'll do that. And what else do I need to add? I like these little guys. Here is a kind of teal one. Actually, I'm going to take this darker teal and maybe have it under there. It still forms the visual triangle, but it's on at a different level. It's on different planes, I guess. I'm gonna just slide that underneath there. I'm going to come up here. I want to do maybe something right there. Let's see if I can make this work. It's a different blue. It's not teal. But let's see. Instead of tying it, I could just tuck that underneath. Nah, I don't like that. If I had the exact right color here on my desk, I might consider it. And I'm looking over to see if I have anything like that in my scrap backwards kit, which I always keep on my desk. I don't seem to. I've got some bramble fox ribbon here, but that doesn't seem to work. Okay, so we're not going to do that. Would any of these little strippy things work? Or do I just not need anything there? How about, let me look at the other embellishments that we have. See if there's anything small enough. There is, you know, there's some Paige Evans stuff that I haven't pulled out, and there's also some Jen Hadfield stuff in the kit. So let me pull that out. Is there anything in here? And I'm kind of looking. There's a kind of a color. Mash. This is all very fall themed, but if I can pull something out of it that is sort of, you know what? This is sticking to the leaf instead of to the background. So I'm going to kind of fold that leaf out of the way, let that stick to the background, then fold the leaf, unfold the leaf. Okay. And it just needs another piece to make it stick up. In the meantime, I'm kind of looking at this. I wonder if that butterfly would work. That is kind of generic. Well, let's see if there's anything in here. There's a cat. These things are either the wrong orientation. There's a dog, a truck, a bicycle. Let's see, some cider. Not seeing anything there. These puffies so far offer the best options, but I'm not entirely sold. Let's look at the Jen Hadfield stuff. This is Jen Hadfield's Stardust. There may be something in there. I'm going to open the small pack first. I don't want a floral. Would that butterfly work with the other colors? I'm thinking so. See if I can find anything else. There's a star. There's this that says cool 3 times. This says thank you, which, how about that under there, or this right there? And that kind of off to the side. I like it. What did I do with it? I like it. Let's lose it. Okay, I'm going to do this because it's going to kind of slide right in there. And this is going to have a little bit of foam under it. I kind of want it to be a little closer up to the heart. So either the heart has to come down a bit, or the butterfly has to go up a bit. Okay, that works for me. I think I'm going to call it done. And let's see, is there anything else that I might want to add? I maybe want to add one of these little pink guys out here. And maybe add a teal guy right there. And I think that's it. Well, I tell you what I'll do. I will add a lighter teal, something right there. Kind of like I might do sequins or the like. Okay, And again, I had my copper Nuvo drops, and I think I won't use them. I've got to get this sticking at the proper level, and I haven't done it yet, so maybe this one will be the charm. All right. I think by George, I think we've got it. Okay, and so that's my page, and I will add a date and some journaling, possibly around this outer edge, or maybe on something that I put in the back. Not sure yet about that. It's too late to make those kinds of earth-shattering decisions, but I'll do that in the morning. In the meantime, I've got to get this video started processing and loading, because if it takes 6 hours, yeah, I'll get a full night's sleep and it still won't be done. So thank you for watching. I will see you later in the day. Bye.